Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of Schoolplanation School Topics Explained at Ease. Today we are going to study about resources, chapter of geography, first chapter. In today's video, we will cover the whole chapter. So let's begin. Our today's agenda is to learn about what are resources, types of resources, and conserving resources. Before moving ahead, I hope you will make sure to like, share it to your friends, and subscribe to the channel. What are resources? This is our first topic of this chapter. The two main points of resources are utility or usability and value. The substance which have its utility or usability and value is known as resource. Water, electricity, rickshaw, vegetable and textbook have something in common. They have all been used by you. So they have utility. Utility or usability is what makes an object or substance a resource. If there will be no utility or no usability in the substance, it would not call a resource. Everything in your house is a resource because you use it. That's why you have kept it in your house. Utility or usability is what makes an object or substance a resource. How does something become a resource? How does something become a resource? Raju now wanted to know. Amma told the children that things become resources only when they have a value. Its use or utility gives it a value. All resources have some value, said Amma. Value means worth. If the thing do not has any worth, it would not call a resource. Some resources have economic value, some do not. So let's begin to our second topic, which is called types of resources. There are three types of resources called natural resource, human made resource, and human resource. Natural resources are those which are given by our Mother Earth, which we have unlimited. Human made resources are those resources which Earth has not told us to make, or she didn't give us. We made it. We humans made it. Human resource. Human resource is something which you can, like, if you have a car, so you use it. That's why it is a resource. So when we help someone, so we are also a resource, like doctor. So let's begin to natural resources. There are two types of natural resources: renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources are those which can be renewed again and again, like water. If we don't use it excessively, then if we use it in limit, then it is a renewable resource. And non-renewable resources are which are going to end in some of the years if we don't use it carefully. Like take the example of gold. Gold. Wait. Like take the example of gold. Gold is something which takes thousands of years to be renewed. And if once it is finished, then it will, after a thousands and lakhs of years, we will get it. So these are called non-renewable resources. Here are some examples of renewable resources like water, solar energy, sun, trees. You have studied in standard 7th about seed dispersal. If any tree or something is broke, its seeds fall down and then they are dispersed by many ways. then wind energy, and soil. These are some examples of renewable resources. These can be renewed again and again. But if we use it too excessively, then it can also be finished, like water. There is only 2% of water which we can drink on earth. And if everybody becomes careless and use lots of water, then water will be finished on our earth. Non-renewable resources. Here are some examples of non-renewable resources like gold. I told you about that. Gold, petroleum. In some years, petrol would be finished on our earth. Coal and uranium. So these are some examples of non-renewable resources. These will finish in some of the years. These will not exist on the earth after some years. Human made resources. This is our second uh, types of resources. This is our second type of resource. Here are some examples of human made resources. These are the resources which I already told that Mother Earth has not given us or said us to make, or told us to make. We have made it by our own minds, like roads, bridges, buildings, machinery, vehicles, flyovers. These are some examples. And more. Human resources. Like I already told before, human resources are those which help other humans. I hope you also want to become an human resource in the future, and you will. Human resource like doctor, teacher, soldier, and firefighter. These are human resources which help us to live. Like soldier, if like anytime the war begins, so soldiers are the people which help us to stay alive. Firefighters, like if any time in our home or shops or any place it caught fire, so they are the only people which saves us. Teacher. Teacher is the person which teaches us to give to make our life much better. Doctor. Doctor doctor saves us from injuries and more. These are some people which help us. So these are known as human resources. Conserving resources. This is our third topic of the chapter and last topic of the chapter. In this video, we will cover the whole chapter. So, in conserving resources, there are two types: sustainable development and resource conservation. In sustainable development, like we save things, or like gold, petroleum, non-renewable resources. If we save them, so it will be available for our next generation, so that they can use it easily. Resource conservation is something to save resource for ourselves and our generation. So both are same in some ways, but not totally. So let's understand about these both too. Sustainable development. Carefully utilizing resources, so that besides meeting the requirements of the present, also take care of the future generations. We have to carefully use resources so that it it is available for us also and our future generations also. Like this is a flowchart, like reduce, reuse, and recycle. We have to reduce the usage of non-renewable resources and renewable resources too, reuse the resources which have already been used. We can reuse it, and the things like plastic or wood can be recycled. So these are some examples. Now let's begin to the second topic of conserving resources, also known as resource conservation. Resource conservation is the protection and ethical use of valuable resources such as minerals, water, trees, and wildlife. Resource conservation is something to save valuable resources such as minerals, water, trees, and wildlife. So, in today's video, we understood the whole chapter of the whole first chapter of geography, resources. In our next video, we will learn about next chapter or next subject. So, make sure to like, share to your friends, and subscribe. Till then, signing off.